Hey everyone, today we're in the custom pack, and this custom pack is designed for a certain mana build using the Fur-Bearing Trout with Rambutan and basically getting mana pets with scaling them up and only generating mana using this. So it's a really weird pack to get this kind of build, but we're going to roll into the beginning real quick and then I'll kind of explain what's going on because you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail, you saw what we rolled into, and we are the Upset Beavers. So I try to take on as many different challenges as I can and get a little creative with it sometimes. So I saw this team name and I've been doing a grounded sap challenge that if you go to Haps's Discord, all the challenges are listed. You can go for them and then basically post in the Discord if you get it, and then you get your name in a column saying you completed it. So I've been going for this crazy like cat pigeon one in turtle pack that's just absolutely ridiculous. I did probably 40 runs and I got close maybe 3 times, losing on 9 wins, multiple melons, multiple 50-50s. You just don't have any in-battle abilities, so it fizzles out. So I thought with this game, it immediately reminded me of that because I'm bringing in 2 tier 1s and we're going to carry these beavers to the end, and we want the beavers to carry the entire run. So it's kind of like Adventures of a turn 1 tier 2. You get the tier 2 early, and then the goal is to win with the tier 2 but also have the tier 2 carry. We level up the duck level 2, sell it into the cappy. It's a great setup. We're getting stats on 1 beaver so far. The other beaver is just here to hang around. So we're going to speed this up, getting pretty fast now. Sorry, I just wanted to get all the upfront explaining done for what this run is, because it's a pretty hard challenge considering I couldn't get something similar to this but harder in Turtle Pack done. Getting it done in Custom Pack is going to be a nightmare. And it's turn 5, we have 0 wins. This game is already not looking early. So knowing it's going to be a late game, I figure we need to go all in on stats and cappies. We have the cappy set up, so it's kind of perfect. Finally, the first win. Feels great. Let's start working on the other beaver. At this point, I figured I'm not going to roll into another beaver with the cappy stats. If I do, I'd probably be tempted to go triple beaver, but that's really tough. When you bring in multiple dead units and try to carry them, if I was just going like a couple beavers, I'd try to hold on to a beaver till the end and bring it in. But that's not the goal. We have to have 2 beavers, at least, and have them carry, because we are the Upset Beavers, plural, and they're not happy. So they're going to be big and angry, and they're going to destroy your team if you come across them. So we're not going to apologize for this one. There's nothing to be sorry about. Upset Beavers. Don't get beavers upset. This wouldn't happen. Not the beaver's fault. Anyway, we got the banana peel and the monkey. At this point, it's just like a scaling war. Just how rapid can we scale? So get a monkey going, get a manatee going. Can we get enough banana pills until turn 9? And then roll into monkeys or other scaling that'll help us. As far as scaling in the pack, I was mainly using Poodle for the runs I was trying to do. But there's a lot of like buy-sell supplemental stuff. And this is such an incredible shop. I figure it's probably best to not stack manatees, forego manatee. Let's keep a flex spot open, assuming we're going to keep separate monkeys because I do not like getting stuff level 3. And it feels good. We had 0 wins, 5 hearts, and we've gotten since then 5 trophies and only lost a heart. So let's just keep pumping the nutrients, not into the whale this time, into the beavers, trying to make them less upset. Just feeding them stats, saying, hey, Beaver, I know you're upset. We're trying to be less upset. Let's figure this out. The chocolate high rolls, it's beautiful. Let's just get these stats. I would love to get a pill so I can move this beaver to the front and start getting the stats rolling on him. Because we're getting solo carried right now. And at this point, I would have moved this beaver. Yeah, see, I'm already setting up. And then luckily I get the pill. So I was going to do it anyway, whether I got the pill or not. And when we get another monkey, so at a certain point, I will stop doing this in my runs. Like, I'll just take the bananas out. I'll take the monkeys out. But this worked out. And I'm trying to do a run that doesn't involve monkeys. So like I said, I use monkeys and then I pivot off them to get the teams that I need. Especially a team like this mana team I'm trying to build with that Fur-Bearing Trout. I need stats, like hardcore stats. Because I'm trying to get like a Chimera with a Rambutan. Is that what it's called? And get through it. So huge summon team, by the way. And it's like not really a problem. We smashed through it. So there was a beaver last turn in the shop. I stacked it because I figured Upset Beavers, having 2 level 2 fat beavers, I was just going to leave this guy in front, have him get 50-50, and go with it. So I was kind of looking for a chocolate, to be honest. But whatever, we'll throw a pizza. And then I find this beaver, and I think, well, we're the Upset Beavers. It doesn't have to be 2. It can be 3. Let's get a melon break. Let's get a potential scorpion counter. Peanut counter. The Upset Beavers versus the Vivid Firemen. Fight. Oh no, it's one of those meta... It's one of those meta Mothman teams. Oh no, these are so good. And he's got more cold for us. He's out of triggers though. The Mothman's gonna hit us with it. Oh, this is not good. Oh, they don't have any stats in the back because they have Anubis. And we get it done. That's how we do it. The Upset Beavers. Super fun run. I'm going to post some bonus clips from some of the custom packs runs I've been doing. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be the mana builds or something else, but yeah, let's get into some bonus. Hey everyone. Today we have a really fun custom pack run. It's kind of the culmination of many things that I've done recently. A big one being, of course, the Mantis Conpito. I keep hammering it to the ground, but I promise you we utilize it in somewhat of a different way. Recently, I had a video that was a beta fish fire ant warthog chain, and it was actually 2 warthogs behind the fire ant. So the fire ant basically guaranteed going to the warthog, and it was great because the fire ant gives attack to the highest tier friend. I actually forgot about that update in this run, but it didn't really matter as much. So go ahead and pause the pack if you want and take a look around, see what you think of it. The whole goal of this pack was, like I said, it's a culmination of many things. So I had a combination of self-scalers that I could Conpito because that's my weekly pack submission. I'm all about that right now, as well as just regular scalers. And yeah, I was kind of banking on Conpito and Water of Youth getting a strong scaling team. It's custom pack, so to a certain extent you kind of have to do that. And I think this game serves as a perfect example of we didn't get the ideal build, but if you build the pack a little more to where you get more draws and preserve the lives a little longer to get more in the late game, you can pretty much build any team you want with a pack designed somewhat like this, using very good scaling combined with Conpitos and Water of Youths. And you'll see that because the main reason is you get stuff leveled up and you stat those things up. So to get the units you want, you don't have to worry about pivoting and then leveling those units up and statting them up again and doing that whole jazz. You just stat units up, and then compito and Water of Youth until you're satisfied with the team. And of course, it banks on a high roll. And if you're trying to build a very specific team, you're probably spamming a lot of games. And yeah, you know, you're waiting for the high roll to come anyway. And I find it much more satisfying to spam games doing this type of method when you can, as I put a level 2 Anteater in the back of my team and still win. I find it much more satisfying and kind of comfortable to grind out games this way, as opposed to just mindlessly rolling for the pets that you're looking for, because you can get more consistent games. The games go longer, so it might be a longer grind time-wise, but I find the games generally to be more fun, and that may be because I'm biased towards the Mantis. But you don't have to do it with the Mantis. You can get Yak Koalas going, you can get whatever going. So we get a level 2 Anteater. So we get double level 2 Anteater. We pill one of them so we can sell the ants for money, and we roll into double Mantis. So honestly, this was the I say this all the time too, it's the truth. This was the very first run I did kind of modifying and making this pack. I wanted to do, the main goal of the pack was to do some form of a beta fish fire ant warthog chain. The main goal was the fire ant. We have other pets in the pack like the Hydra. I did the lionfish. I put it in. I didn't want to, but I figured it'd show a good example. And pets like that when they get attack, they benefit from it in battle. The Cobra is another good example. We'll see some other pets come up. And then a lot of pets like the Hercules beetle that, you know, will give attack to pets that you want. So we have an alpaca frozen, and we had the Anteater fainted, so we get a lot of gold. So Babusi is staying level 2. Mantis is obviously here to stay. Let's just get a poodle scaling going. Like I said, it's a mixture of self-scaling and poodle scaling. It's kind of the same thing I did in Legend of Mantis Part 2. Obviously that video and doing that whole concept had a great influence on me right now, between doing that, doing my weekly pack submission, and now getting a fun build using those methods. So I highly recommend, just even if you're hesitant about this, try out these methods I'm using. It surprises me every single time I do it. So we get Poodle level 2. It's turn 9, so the Babusi is buffing the Poodle the next 2 turns. So why not just get a tier 6 scaler set up? And both of these are fantastic options. But I figured, you know what? The T-Rex would only buff the Poodle because we have the Mantis fainting stuff, and these positions are pretty locked. We could sell the Babusi, and roll for a Fire Ant and get the Fire Ant cooking, but only 5 wins, 3 hearts, so it is going to be somewhat of a late game. We have plenty of time to build the team how we want and do what we want. Freeze the turtle because we don't have any equipment on anything. It'd be nice to get a melon on the Mantis. There is pepper in the pack because I have a lot of attack scaling, not a lot of health. I was risking it with very low health going into the custom pack, so I figured pepper would be a great option. Immediate level 2 cat, and yeah, that was a plus 6 attack to 3 different units. That was a plus 18 attack total taco, so already a huge injection of stats. Unfortunately a pepper team, but we claw through. Level 2 Poodle, slowly buffing the team. And the Compito shows up. And we get another level 2 Poodle. So the Poodle is a great option right now because, yeah, both Poodles will hit each other. They'll both hit these guys, so both of the back line are getting plus 4/4 in stats. And we're not going to faint the turtle with the Mantis anymore, so we got to find a pill if we want to use that. Might as well take the cow with our cat buff. It's literally perfect. With the flashlight breaking, our Poodle, formerly known as Mantis, will hit 50 attack, which is perfect. And there's another one of the attack pets, the Rooster. A super strong attack pet. I figure at this point, you know what, we're gonna do it. So let's get the rooster cooking. We don't know if we're gonna end up doing a fire ant team or kind of doing a warthog team. I froze a water of youth to use on the poodle, but we might just end up competoing and trying to get a warthog and then passing stats instead of just attack. Both options are great for the chain we want to do. We'll take either. So 50 attack, it's wonderful. And what do you know? We get the fire ant. It's just too perfect. Of course it's the high roll. It works out perfect. And when stuff like this happens and you have level 2 Babusi buffing your cat, you have level 2 Poodle passively giving buffs to your whole team, you have the creative freedom to really do whatever you want. So we immediately sell Babusi, bring in Hydra. We don't need Babusi buffing cat anymore. The food buffs in the Poodle will be enough. And let's just start throwing tacos, even though we don't really need it because the fire ant's going to throw the attack. And yeah, like I said, during this run, I didn't realize the fire ant with the highest tier. So it's great because it hits the Hydra, but I didn't realize that the Hydra got sniped. We are so strong though. Look how ahead of the curve we are. Vulture's got nothing. I didn't realize the fire ant was not going to hit the rooster, but that's not the end of the world. So we compito the poodle actually because we have a level 2 cat. The fire ant's passing the attack. We want to get all the attack pets on the team now, and the cat's good enough for scaling. But yeah, the Hydra level 2 shows up, might as well take it. The team is so strong now. As long as this Hydra doesn't get sniped, we'll pretty much win, right? We don't even need our pet. We could probably 2 squad this fire ant Hydra. Maybe not. It'd be close. Oh, they're going for young Phoenix. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, we're having fun. That player might not be anymore. Toss some more tacos. Why not? Why not? And yeah, these 2 pets had really high attack. Like I said, I didn't realize the high tier thing. So I could have kept the rooster behind the fire ant. Not the end of the world. Didn't roll into much, so the Hydra is kind of the most important. Let's make sure he lives. This is a super scary Jersey Devil team. 2 level 4s with 4. So they get 16, 16. Right? Yeah, 17. So that's an incredibly strong team. And it's not even close. So this is the main reason I took the Hydra out of my weekly submission, because of stuff like this. And this game happened after my weekly. I submitted my weekly pack, but I've had Hydra games before. That's why I put it in this, to show off the power again. But yeah, super fun run. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you've tried out this method and are able to make it work. Take a look at my custom pack in the beginning and, you know, modify the first 3 tiers to what you want. Keep in stuff like the beta fish, obviously, and faint pets for a manta's potential. And yeah, modify the tiers 4, 5, and 6 to whatever you want. Combination of scaling, self-scaling, compito, water of youth, food buffs, equipment, all that jazz. Good luck. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.